Hello and welcome everybody. This is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. We have, multiple things going on today and I'm excited about it because we get to start back on the marketplace wait list and we're going to be plowing through that in the next 6 to 8 weeks and getting through that so that we can start our new 2021 process and challenge. If you want more information on that and how to be an artist or purchase these journals that I share, there's a lot of information on my Facebook group under the announcements sections. And after you've read all that, if you still have questions, then you're more than welcome to send me an email. My email is in the description box below. So we have journals from Connie Harvey and Selena Garza today, but Sandy sent me an email and said that she had a Christmas journal that had not been shown. And it was not marked on the outside of the box that it was a challenge journal, so I didn't know. And it was put with the other boxes, but I knew right where it was. So I pulled it out and I'm going to show it to you quickly at the beginning, and then we will get into the rest of the things from Connie, from Selena, and then a few beaded safety pins from my mother-in-law, whose name is also Connie, but last name is Zenor. And then I have some goodies that, excuse me, that I've made over the past week and a half. So this should be a really inspirational video, I hope. Anyway, I already love the colors on this journal. Oh, and thank you, Sandy. She sent me some little goodies. These are like little clusters. I love clusters, and I'm going to really love using these in my journals. They're really pretty. So thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely the type of item I use in my journals. This is a gorgeous cover. It's fabric covered, and there's this beautiful beaded piece here. This might be vintage. I'm not sure. So let's see if she says anything about it on the inside. It's called Here Comes Christmas. And we're going to do a quick flip through. I love the bright Christmas colors and how she has incorporated different papers and fabrics and really bright and fun. I love Rudolph, so adding him is always fun. This is a pretty stamp. I saw she used it earlier, so it's a great time to pull out your Christmas stamps or add to them. I used many, I would say most of my Christmas supplies up this year, but I do have some Christmas dies and things that I have not used and I'm excited to use next year. So tuck them away and pull them out. And I think I'll have to do some Christmas craft shopping next year, and that'll be fun. Maybe I'll take you guys along or do a haul video or something, you know, next September, October, because I'll plan is to still be around and still working hard at this. So this one's available for sale. And now we're going to move on to Connie Harvey's journals. And I'm making this disclaimer in almost every video. The rustling in the background is my dog. In every video, I'm getting emails about, the marketplace wait list, and where's this person, and I can't find them on the list, and they're before me, and they're okay. I know everybody is super eager to have their journals shown and sold. 2020 has been a crazy year for the world and for my shop. And I started out in the hospital with gallbladder surgery and then a second surgery after that, like crazy, and everything got messed up. Y'all know that. And then the challenges, I only expected to do challenge journals one day a month, but it exploded and everything got crazy. So I'm going to go through this list as fast as I can while still showing off the beauty. But if it's not perfectly in order, hang with me, okay? They're all going to be shown in the next 6 to 8 weeks unless another catastrophe happens. And so just hang in there. Your journals are coming up super fast. So Connie Harvey, I actually think I pulled 3 boxes of her journals because I could see all of them. And I was like, might as well show them together. I love this cover. So cute. And especially since my focus is starting to shift to springtime. This is perfect with the little sunflowers, the mailbox. Now, I think she makes, I don't know if these are flow journals or, yes, these are flow journals. And we've had a discussion about that. In this past week, we decided that they were, people did want to buy them in my shop. So these are nice. They have elastic. These pages can be removed. It does mean a lower price point, but if everybody's okay with that, I'm okay with that. Love that. This is called Little Bit of Sunshine. Perfect, exactly what we need. And I think she's been waiting quite a while for this journal to be shown, but I think it's perfect timing. I like it. And then the beautiful butterfly pages. You can take these pages out and reorganize them. So maybe you're going to work on this spread, but you don't really want this here. You want, I don't know, a different, like a music page. You can slip it out. Whoa, I'm dropping stuff. Switch it around and so forth. I love the little butterflies. There's a little bee. Oh, nice little ephemeral holder flip out there. It has a ton of potential to be used for a gorgeous nature journal. And plenty of room for you to make it your own as well. You could, if you wished, take out, rearrange the signatures and sew them in as well. But that cover is so bright and cheery. I love that image. So that one's available. She did a horse one. Isn't that pretty? That's sweet. So again, it is a flowish journal. Ooh, pretty. This is fabric. So if you love horses or know somebody who loves horses, then this would be perfect gift or for yourself. Lots of horse images, places to journal. It's a little wallpaper pouch, a little file folder with, I love the cowboy boot. Super cute. A little writing board here in the back. So there's a horse themed. The next one I have my eyes on here is birds. And I see that the cover image is from one of my kits. This is from Birds and Bees. I love how she made that a cover image. So this has 4 signatures. Flowish. Now I do notice there's some tape here and I don't know. Okay, this is not... Okay, let's see. Well, we are fabric lined on the inside. So this is going to need some TLC from somebody who knows how to work with journals because this tape is pulling off here. I really think this is a super, super easy fix, but I do have to point it out. Pretty. So she's used my Birds and Bees papers in here, as well as other items. It's kind of just a soft nature theme. Really pretty. Again, you can make these signatures the way you want them, and you can sew them in if you wish. There's a little folder there. So that just needs some TLC, tender loving care, on the spine, but that should be an easy fix for somebody who knows what they're doing. There's a ton to work with here. Okay, so here is a coffee one. I think I showed this to you in a sneak peek. I try to do, if you stay to the end, I try to do a little sneak peek of what is coming the next day. So super exciting that we get to look at it today. It says Coffee and Sunshine. I love it. Joanne and I have a kit called Creamy Cappuccino in our Dreamy Designs Club that you can get on my website. That will go really well with this. Coffee time. Okay. Oh, she may have even used some of it, but first coffee. I don't know if that was that part of it? No, I don't think that was part of it. That was somebody else's. There are a lot of coffee kits out there. So just a fun little coffee themed journal. I got my main Christmas present early this year. I got it this weekend and it's a new coffee pot. I love coffee. It's a Hamilton Flex Brew. So it has the carafe and it has the single serve, and I like to use K-cups, so I can do that. So it was nice because I had an old small Keurig that couldn't do big mugs. It wouldn't fit big mugs, and it was starting to die on me. I've used it so much. And then I had a cheap Black & Decker coffee pot that was really old. Well, not really old, but a couple years old. And so I kind of upgraded, and for Christmas, donate my old ones. That was fun. Been enjoying it the last 2 days. Okay, so she's made this one as well. There's a cute little clip tassel with some little sewing items. Okay, and this is a writing board. This needs to be inside the journal. So fashion themed. And what you can also do, since she's themed these, if you really like the pages inside and you want to use them kind of as a resource, a flowish journal is perfect for that, because you can easily pull out a page and then use the paper, turn it into tags, pockets, tuck spots, and things like that. So always a sweet option there when you're dealing with flow journals, is using them as a resource for crafting, because it's so easy to do so. And then I have one more from Connie Harvey, and that is has a cow on it. It looks like it is from my kit, Beautiful Bovines, which is a coincidence because I'm going to be talking about that kit a little later in this video. So here we go with cows. A little bit of farm. So I made some farm journals as well. So the new rules do say no blank white pages, but she's fine because the old rules allowed for it for the marketplace artists. I have to tighten up my rules so that I don't get as many journals coming in, and the ones I get in are easier for me to sell at a good price. So that's just one of the things I changed, is no blank white pages in any journals for the 2021. But all of the previous ones that I've allowed, yes, of course, they're fine. So she's used my Beautiful Bovines kit. That is cute, little goat fabric flip. So got some ribboned paper clips there as well. We have 2 journals from Selena. I do not think she is the next one in line on the marketplace waitlist. I haven't looked at it, but these were sitting out, not in a box. And since I'm going to be moving a lot of boxes around, I really did not want to crush these, ruin these, or anything. So I'm showing them with Connie's. This is a beautiful fabric, and I'll use this as an example. You see what a statement this fabric makes? When you're doing a journal cover, per the new rules for 2021, you have to have an embellishment on the cover. You have to make a really nice cover unless the fabric or paper is standout and can really stand by itself. This can. Texture, really pretty. It looks really nice. I love the little lace bow thing there. Look at this. I love it. Okay. It is called Sweet Nature. You have 2 little altered clips, a little pocket. This is really pretty. So some little quotes. I love nature. I really do. You have some butterflies in there. Cute little papers, book pages. Very well made. It is simple in a very sweet way. I really like this theme. I think it will be easy to use, fun to put together. Lots of places to write. Lots of inspiration to look at. And you have a pocket here in the back. So that's from Selena, and she made one more. This is lace covered. Isn't that cute? Now you could go ahead and very easily put your favorite image on the front, whether it's an image from a kit, or actually, pause. So I'm about to go into what I've been making, and I just saw these and I thought, so these are kind of like postage stamp snippets. You could put something like that on the cover. Isn't that cute? So these are in Lindsay's Handmade. I used my brother's Scan and Cut. Many thanks to Vicky Phelps for selling that to me. So I used that to cut out the postage stamps out of this paper, which I think Vicky may have given me the paper too. She is a sweetheart. She's always sending me amazing things. And then all of the moths and butterflies are from My Porch Prints. I've purchased everything I've ever bought from My Porch Prints. I've purchased. And then some vintage buttons. I believe those are from Barb. Thank you, Barb, for sending me those. So wouldn't they look great as covers? So this little set is in Lindsay's Handmade, but I just had to show you, if you wanted to, you could add a cover image pretty easily. Of course, I had it upside down and backwards. Losing my voice here. This is called A Pop of Cute. Well, it sure is cute. I like how it lays open. And I like the choice of papers. Like, this is a map printed on vellum. Is this a Flowish journal? It might be. It is. Okay, so Flowish journal. How'd she do that? She just covered it. Okay. So again, I'm okay with Flowish journals, but you will get less money out of it. So just keep that in mind as long as you're okay with that. I do price them quite a bit lower just because you're not actually sewing a completed book, but I'm still okay with that. It's kind of like ring-bound journals. Beautiful papers. Reminds me a little bit of Sophie from China, one of my artists who does a similar feel. And hopefully we have a box from her coming up very soon. You're not going to want to miss it. Okay, so those are Marketplace. Now, my mother-in-law, she does beads, and she made some simple little sets for us here. These little beaded coilless safety pins. These are fantastic to clip onto covers or page edgings or whatever. And so we have a couple of different color families. There's that one that kind of looks Christmas to me, but if you want more vintagey creamy look, we have that. And if you prefer blues and greens, we have one of those as well. So they'll all be under Marketplace supplies if you wish to purchase those. Okay, so I just showed you my snippets here, but I've been working on things for a while and just kind of tucking them away till I had a chance to share them with you. And I've been trying to work through my stash and make, kind of challenging myself to work through and use things that I've been either hoarding for a while or I haven't known what to do with. And so, for example, I made these book page pockets. It's a set of 4, and these papers are from a 1950s like encyclopedia. So there's 4 of those, and then I've stenciled butterflies on the background. I've stitched it, and then I've used these words. These are from My Porch Prints, as well as the ephemera is also from My Porch Prints, and I've inked it all with pink. So these could be, okay, it could be a cover image if you have a wide enough front. It could be a slip in to a journal where you can put more ephemera in it. You can also, and I don't want to do it, but you can fold it in half and then you can sew it into a journal like that as well, and then use these somewhere else in the journal. But this was her, I think it's Shabby Butterflies kit. You get so many pages. It is so beautiful. And then the background paper was one of mine from Cute Country Gardens. But like I said, I just used a scrap of it, so I don't think that really counts. But that's a set of 4. And then, well, I didn't make this, but I have this book. This is A.A. Milne, When We Were Very Young. And you have a really pretty cover that you can use. And then cute little illustrations and poems for your journals. And I have one other book. This is a vintage one, I think. It's called Distant Doorways. Let's see if we have a date in here somewhere. 1956. So this is like a reader from the 1950s, and there are pictures and old stories. So that's really fun. And then the cover's cool, Distant Doorways. So you could make maybe a travel journal out of that as well. All right, let's see what else I've made. Okay, this was from that no, this is from a different one, but it is 1950s children's encyclopedia. And these are history and science cutouts from there. So there's like animals and people, scientists, art. There's, I think I wrote down how many, 37. There's some flowers, scientists, I think kings, train. There's a lot of like cows and goats and bison and different paintings and stuff. So these are all cut out from a vintage 1950s children's encyclopedia, and they'd be fun to use. Of course, you get the cute little bag. These are little nature cards that I made. I think most of these come from Vintage Image Club, which if you haven't joined yet, you're really missing out. There's so much amazing on there. Of course, you can join that on my website as well. They are backed with paper, whether it is tan or ledger. They're stitched. And then there's a little teeny wallpaper tab, and there's either a resin butterfly or a flat back pearl or a burlap flower. So some of these are Vintage Image Club. This is from a nature book. So we have Vintage Image Club and nature books. They're just all sorts of random nature, little piece of washi tape. There's grasshopper and hedgehogs. These are all from Vintage Image Club. And then these are just from a book. A little porcupine and a little moth. So you get a whole set that I made. I was cleaning up my desk because I'm going to show you a nature journal, traveler's notebook that I just made, and these were left over from that. So I just made a cute little, so they would go really well with the journal I'm about to show you. But I will have them listed separately. So here's a journal I made. I have not made a traveler's notebook in a long time. And I thought, you know what? I need to do that again. So I made this traveler's notebook. It is a textured blue cardstock cover, pamphlet stitched, 5-hole pamphlet stitch. And then the cover, this is from William Morris Wallpaper, one of my paper packs. This is a piece of fabric. This image is from Vintage Image Club. It's stitched. And then I use my die cutting machine to cut out this little flower out of some vintage fabric. And then I've added a button. So that's the front. And then we will look inside. So I've done some stamping. This is my paper pack, Cute Country Gardens. And then I have stenciling. This is that nature book that I just was talking about. Here's a tag, and I've done script stamping, and then Vintage Image Club images here. I have a little wallpaper pouch. I had gotten that in Happy Mail. Finally quit hoarding it. Put it in a little vintage word card. Little fabric flip with a button on a clip. This is also from Vintage Image Club. And here's a wallpaper page. I think this is from Rabbits Everywhere, is the folder name that you could find that in. This one, I don't know if this is in Rabbits Everywhere or in a punched out leaf. This is Cute Country Gardens. Brown cardstock with some stitched lace on each side. Little sticker, little note paper, little squirrel. This is a bag with a little tag sticking out. Another piece of wallpaper, and we have a punched wallpaper circle. That I believe I got from Joanne. And then I added one of the little, I die cut a little bunny from Vintage Image Club. Done lots of stenciling. Oh, I think this was a, where did this come from? I think I must have lost one. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I'm like, what in the world? Okay, I can fix that. So this was supposed to be a little tuck spot. The wallpaper, the glue didn't stick to it very well. And then that was tucked in there. So I'm just going to grab a little paper clip that I have up here and just clip these on. That will work. The little washi tape leaf in there. It's a little vintage page from a bird book about canaries. Hand painted. I had painted the flower and then punched it out. Made a little pocket here. And then this is from Vintage Image Club, and I backed it with fabric. That's also from Vintage Image Club, from a nature book. Little stamped tag, little paper ribbon, some stickers. It just added a lot of touches. So here's how you can use a beaded safety pin. My mother-in-law made me this one. This one is coiled, but I have fabric, lace, fabric. That's all stitched and glued. And then I've just pinned it right on. Isn't that beautiful? One of my favorite ways to use it. So there's that journal. That is available under Lindsay's Handmade as well. More snippets. So these were so much fun. I loved making these. So I was trying to use up some more of the shabby butterflies from my porch prints and a whole bunch of scraps I had that I've layered up, I've stitched, and then I hope you can see these beads. Okay, so thanks to Barb for sending me these beads. She sends me a lot of beads. I appreciate it. And I have made a little, like, I guess it looks like a square or a circle out of the beads for each one, have them glued on there. There's a lot of snippets here. These are beautiful for page headers, footers. All the butterflies are from My Porch Prints. Then just different paper scraps from a whole bunch of different projects. A piece of lace from my stash. And then those beautiful beads, thanks to Barb. So there's a whole set of them. I didn't split them up. I kept them together. So if you're doing multiple journals or whatever, you will have more than enough. Here's a vintage doily. This is not from me. This will be in Marketplace Supplies. This is from Connie. She found this when she was going through her stuff, and I think it's kind of cute with that. It's a flower baby. So that could be a really pretty cover piece. So that is under Marketplace Supplies. And these I missed. She also crocheted some blue snowflakes. There's a set of little blue snowflakes. So that would also be on Marketplace Supplies. All right, back to my stuff. Here's a little set of 3 booklets. They're not decorated. 1, 2, and 3. They're stitched. They're lined with, this one's wallpaper, and I think that's a coffee dyed paper. And then there's a little image in the front of each one from one of my ephemera packs. Well, it's not sticking to the page. There we go. And then it's coffee dyed paper and stitched in, fabric reinforced. So you can either finish decorating them, but I thought that they would be really cute to slip into a journal. Again, just using up my scraps, making pretty things that inspire me. I'll finish that later. And the last thing is my set of 3 farm journals. These will be sold together, and they are like a reinforced paper bag. They're made out of paper bags. There's a sheep, rooster and duck, and cows. These are all from Vintage Image Club images, and I'll go through them really quickly. Stitched lace. They're each one signature, machine stitched. There's a pocket in the front with 5 embellishments, each, random, that you can use. And then there's a pocket in the back with 5 embellishments. And then it is lightly embellished as well. Oh, there's another one in there. So there's a nature book page. I think it's Rocky Mountain Ferns. The beautiful sheep, a little sticker, and a button. And then I have decorated, I've used a lot of, see, this is from Country Peace, Modern Maiden Image Club, Clover and Buttercups, Country Piece. I've done stenciling. I made a little playing card pocket with a little tag. Beautiful book pages. This is from Country Piece. Wallpaper pouch. Farm book pages. Clover and Buttercups. Vintage animal storybook pages. This is from Modern Maiden. This is from Vintage Image Club. So I've used, Joanne made this here. I just added the self-control, but it is a beautiful envelope with some paper in there. Country Piece. Ancient Textiles. Clover and Buttercups. Modern Maiden. All of those you can get on my website. Living in a Wild Garden book pages. The Poetry of the Earth is Never Dead, Keats. Joanne made this tag as well. I just added a My Porch Prints little word. So that's the sheep one. But like I said, you're buying it as a set of 3. But I just want you to be able to see they're all different inside. So this one, I have layered up a tag, the image, a sticker, and a button. Again, there's 5. Oh, this one does not have ephemera in it. That's okay. There's enough in the other ones. I've used Very Delightful in this one. My kit, Very Delightful, and Ethel's Farm. Ancient Textiles, Clover and Buttercups, Ancient Textiles, little vintage book page, farm vintage book pages, beautiful cluster. This little girl is from Country Piece. This stamp has a little chicken and chicks on it. Thought that was really cute. And there's a die cut leaf. These are from Country Piece. There's a little guest check backed with some wallpaper. Really pretty wallpaper. This is from Ethel's Farm. Hold ticket, or a hold tag, a die cut ticket, and a butterfly punch out. Joanne made this pocket, and I've just added the little numbers from My Porch Prints. It's from Country Piece, Ethel's Farm. Book page, Clover and Buttercups, Very Delightful. And then the third one is the cows, and that's where I used the beautiful bovines kit. But this is from Vintage Image Club. Joanne gave me this book page. It's a pitcher plant. I thought it went really well with this. And then this one does have some ephemera in the front and back that you can use. So beautiful bovines. This is from Modern Maiden Image Club. This is, I think, also from Modern Maiden. Beautiful bovines. Beautiful bovines. I used a lot from that kit in this. It just seemed like it went really well. There's another envelope from Joanne. Lots of cows. It's a vintage coffee break recipe. I think it's a recipe card. Yep, coffee breakers. This is from Modern Maiden. Beautiful bovines ephemera piece. I wrote Farm Life on that die cut. I love how these came out. If you're doing farm journals, Beautiful Bovines is a perfect one for that. Little stamp. So that's all I have today. I know it's quite a lot, but I've been saving up. So thank you. Thank you so much for all of you who have stayed to the end. Are you ready for your sneak peek? Well, I have 2 boxes that I'll be sharing tomorrow. I'm not sure they're perfectly in order of the wait list because I have to get the wait list out. I have to check it all over, find the boxes, but these are close anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and say these will be tomorrow and we'll work it out. So I have a box from Anna and a box from Beatrice. I'm going to open Anna's and I'm going to show you one sneak peek journal that will be listed and shown tomorrow. So these are regular marketplace journals, so it'll probably be a variety of themes. I cannot wait. I'm opening it slightly off here because I have addresses all over this that I don't want to share on the internet. As soon as I get this part open, I'll be able to slip the box over so you can see. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh, just look at the binding. I think that's all I'm going to show. Maybe just pull this one out. Feather fabric, tri-fold, beaded spine. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. I hope you join me for Anna and Beatrice's box. And I'm going to do my very, very, very best tomorrow to have the wait list here so we can look it over together and figure out what is next. I'm pretty sure I know where it is, or I can print it off from online. And if I have to, I'll dig through these few boxes here to find them. I want to make sure we're going at least semi in order so everybody gets shown. But 2 beautiful boxes. Anna and Beatrice tomorrow. Don't miss it. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. And I will see all of you tomorrow with more amazing inspiration.